so we're back talking some more Titans Season 4 on the channel, Episode 11. We've reached the penultimate episode of the entire series, which is kind of surreal to think about, that next week is the very last, the very final episode of the entire show, and things are kind of mildly heating up, which is kind of weird to say that it's only mildly heating up because next week is the finale, the conclusion. But this week the stage is being set for the final showdown between Brother Blood and the Titans, with certain characters even getting some great development before that final battle. After last week, we've seen a shift in Corey's character, seeming to accept her supposed destiny, seeing visions of glowing orbs, and doing anything she can to track down Sebastian and save her friends. In doing this, we learn a lot of interesting details. One of the biggest ones is a project that is the namesake of the episode, Project Starfire, which is a weapon that was created in secret that has the ability to replicate the powers that Corey has, which still, I feel like we have just kind of ignored the whole explanation for why Corey's powers changed last season, but whatever. Regardless, it is a race now between Connor's side and the Titans on getting this weapon, because it could be pretty bad if it falls into someone like Sebastian's hands. And speaking of Sebastian, that man still is in shambles after last week because his poor app failed. His name is plastered all over the news. He doesn't have powers anymore. Maybe you shouldn't have burnt up your mother to a crisp who actually has the powers. Basically, he's just feeling all of the consequences of his foolishness, so why not keep that foolishness train running? Because Connor suggests that they just go kill Mother Mayhem and get their powers back. I'm not sure how Connor knows that's a thing that you can do, but that's also a plan and we're just going to be running with, I guess, at this point. Among all the storylines this week, though, my favorite one is the one revolving around Tim Drake. I think that this is probably the best Tim Drake we've seen so far since his introduction in the Titans. He gets sent on a mission by Dick Grayson to go back to Gotham, gather some intel, and gives him a suitcase for his troubles, you know, just in case. We all know what's in the suitcase, and that is also part of why this part of the episode is pretty awesome. Because it's so cool seeing Tim Drake finally don the Robin costume and getting to kick ass against the foes in Gotham. The suit looks great on him, and it only gets even better because who else could be there to help? Not Batman. We're not going to get Batman this season, I guess, even though we're in Gotham and he should be somewhere with Jason Todd. But we're going to get Jason Todd as the Batman replacement in this week's episode as the mentor character. So at least there are some returning characters for these final episodes of Titans, and I do think that Red Hood is one of the most fun characters from last season, although we do kind of just ignore him trying to destroy Gotham last season with the Riddler. So let's just all assume everyone has forgiven Jason Todd at this point. Still, as a fan of the Bat family, I'm always going to love seeing these characters on screen together. Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and they complement each other quite well in this scenario because they each are showcasing their strengths to one another. Jason Todd is a great fighter, so he's able to showcase those skills while also helping Tim Drake with these sparring sessions, while Tim Drake is extremely intelligent and is able to use his wits to decipher codes, which I love because it further exemplifies what makes each and every Robin so unique. It's just a massive bummer that we're getting all this great development for Tim Drake. He's donning the Robin costume, he's having these badass action sequences in the hallway, but we're not going to get to see a whole lot of him developing as Robin because next week is that finale. And unlike with Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, we got to see a whole lot of them don the costumes, the Robin costumes. So it's unfortunate seeing Tim Drake blossom as the character donning the Robin costume, knowing it's not going to be leading to anything substantial. So I don't know about you guys, but this entire operation in Gotham for Tim Drake very much felt like a complete setup from the get-go, and it was. Dick Grayson orchestrated this entire thing in cahoots with Jason Todd to get Tim Drake up to speed basically on becoming a hero, because he's not really had any sort of field training whatsoever, and you don't want to have him just going into battle next week with no experience. Arguably, it doesn't really make that much of a difference or not because Brother Blood is magic. I'm not sure what Robin is supposed to do fighting Brother Blood. Not gonna lie though, as much as I like this section of the episode with Jason and Tim, I do think it is a massive oversight not to have Bruce Wayne at least make some type of appearance in the episode. It's in Gotham, we're following his wards, but we're not gonna have Batman. Even after everything we saw with Mother Mayhem getting burnt to a crisp last week, even that could not keep her down. She's back in the lair, got a brand new hairstyle, cooking up new schemes, ripping out people's hearts Mortal Kombat style. So obviously, and kind of understandably, she's a bit pissed off at Sebastian when she confronts him later on, and it's like, if you want your powers back, you gotta do what I asked you this entire season. Blow the horn, bring back Trigon. That's literally what all we've been trying to do this entire season. Instead of doing that, he just wants to make evil apps. At this point in the season, the writing overall for Sebastian has been kind of baffling at times, just in the way that his personality sways back and forth. He's very scatterbrained. Instead of doing that, he chooses to torture his mother's crony and get powers again from doing that, because apparently drinking his blood also will give him his powers back, because who knew knew that all these people that is employed by Mother Mayhem have magic blood. I don't know, this entire section is pretty weird as it is, the way they torture this man and then cut him open, then Sebastian just goes apeshit on him and drinks all of his blood. I have to love that this crazy display is finally the final straw that broke the camel's back. Sebastian is so insane that he turned Connor back into Superboy. Indicated by Connor wearing the Superboy shirt once again, apologizing to the Titans for his previous actions, realizing he can't stop Sebastian on his own. So now we're all on the same side once again to try and find Project Starfire, infuse it into Corey's energy, and hope that it doesn't blow everyone up in the process. It's a pretty tense sequence, unsure what exactly is going to happen inside of this room while they try and infuse it 100%, and all goes haywire. It doesn't fully charge, so we kind of just have to hope and pray that Connor will throw it at Sebastian and it'll still work. Spoiler alert before we get to that in the next section. It does not work. This end portion of the penultimate episode, though, does have some pretty interesting surprises that lead into the series finale, with Sebastian and Connor going to confront Mother Mayhem one final time, and Sebastian actually kills her for good this time with the horn. And too bad, unfortunately, the orb did not work. Connor throws it at Brother Blood. It doesn't work. He gets taken out in the process, and we finally, in the very last closing moments of the penultimate episode of the season, we get to see Sebastian turn into Brother Blood fully. The costume is there. He blows the horn, and it signifies that Trigon is coming back next week, and the end battle has finally started. It's kind of baffling to me that Brother Blood finally turns into full-on Brother Blood in the very final closing moments of the penultimate episode, so we're going to get to see Brother Blood in costume for one entire episode. But still, this episode, like many episodes of Titans, had very much ebbs and flows. There are things that I enjoyed, things I didn't enjoy as much, but next week is the series finale, so make sure you share your thoughts down below. What did you think of the penultimate episode for season 4 and the entire series, I guess, technically? Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? Share your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you have any predictions for the finale, also share those, because part of the fun is to have the conversation with you guys in the comment section down below. Thank you guys, as always, chat videos. I always do appreciate it. Make sure to like on the video and also subscribe to the channel so you update reviews, reactions, unboxings, and more. Next time, I'll see you guys later.